Now, so we have built the data structure. We have built the try data structure to store Aadhaar numbers and its associated details into the node. How do we search now? Right? How do you search? It is self-explanatory as you see the try data structure here. Let's say now you are asking for a number which is beginning with 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. This is my Aadhaar number. Okay. Say this is my Aadhaar number. I want to retrieve this information from the try data structure that is there in the database. How will this happen? So see the efficiency of it. For the 1 billion Aadhaar numbers in your try data structure, you have entered one number and you are asking the system to retrieve it. What happens in this case? In this case, you start with the first digit, right? You start with the first digit, 3. You search it in the root to begin with. 3 is not present at all. So what do you return immediately? Aadhaar not found, or this social security number not found, or this unique identifiable number not found. An error. Now, let's say we start with 5, and this is another Aadhaar number that I want to search. You go to the root, first digit 5, 5. Oh, it's present. So one step is done. You made one search. Then second digit 3. You go to the second array and 3 is empty. So this is not found. In 2 steps, you could return saying that it is not found. Now let us take an example of what we have. Right? So if you take 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the Aadhaar number you are looking for. Let's see how many steps do we need? How many iterations do you need to get this? Well, so 5 you have it. So step 1, right? And then 4. So in the second array, you go to 4. Oh, you have it. So one more step. Right? So 3, you have it. One more step. Then 2, you have it. One more step. And then 1, you have it, and it doesn't have any children. So you directly get it and print it. Because this try data structure has the Aadhaar number which begins with 54321 as a prefix. So one more. So total in 5 steps. In 5 steps, you could extract a 12-digit unique Aadhaar number stored in a huge database. This is how the search works. This is how your information retrieval works. This is how the try data structure retrieval is so quick. Isn't it magical? It is. By now, you have understood the try data structure with different types of examples. The text-based example, the numbers-based example, and how to build one try data structure with a given number and constraints. Now, the most important part, how do you translate this understanding, this example into an algorithm, into code? That's where most of the people fail. Yeah, we do understand various examples of such algorithms, even the complex ones, because the teachers, the trainers are very good at giving the examples. So that makes us that makes us understand the problem, the subject. But now, when you have to translate that into an algorithm and code, what happens? Right? So that's where your analytical ability, your intelligence come into the picture. So you can watch another video of VS developers explaining the attributes that are required to build algorithmic thinking. Now, let us see how we can translate this example, this understanding into an algorithm and then to code. Okay, so here is what I do. We do understand the problem now. We do understand the example. So let us derive what are the different data structures, the data types that we need to perform these operations. And there are various operations involved as we have been saying it, right? So comparison, insertion, and then instantiating a new array, spinning up a new array. So various operations are involved. So those are operations. That will become the core logic. Now, in order to do that particular core logic or the processing, you need data structures, right? So you need data types. You need to store your data into different data structures. To begin with, the simplest one. So where do you store this one particular Aadhaar number? We require a long integer. So let me write that down. So a long integer that stores the Aadhaar number. That stores the Aadhaar number. Then what else required? So we do have the list of Aadhaar numbers. Now, this is good enough to store one number. How about storing the list of Aadhaar numbers? Right? So while building the tree, we need this list of Aadhaar numbers. So list, the moment we say list, so either you can use linked list or an array. So here we use an array. So again, we do need a long integer array of Aadhaar list. Well, so these two data types, data is being stored into these two things. Now come here, right? So this is the root node that we are thinking. What is this? So what is the length of it and what data type it is? And we were talking about, index, the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. And then we are also talking about storing the actual number into it, actual Aadhaar number into it. And then you see this is referencing to another node of same type. This is referencing to node of same type. So how do you represent that? Right? So now you take an example. So these two are done. Now come declare this array. So that array is of type node, let's call it. So this is not a basic data type, not a fundamental data type like long. It is a derived data type, right? So you can construct your own data type, which is, let's say, node. Now this node, what does it consist? It consists of one Aadhaar number to store. So we need long integer Aadhaar number. And then what else do you need? You need another structure of node type. So therefore you have node, right? Node referencing to itself. Let's call this as root node. Or simply let's call this as node. Let's call this as try node. So to differentiate. So you have now Aadhaar number and try node. So with the example that we have walked through, this is good enough, right? So one stores the Aadhaar number and the other one stores the reference. Now, what else do you require? Now, we were dealing a lot with the indexes. So when you deal a lot with indexes, this has to be of length what? Right? So this has to be of length 10, 0 to 9. So what you declare inside this node is of length 9, right? So this has to be an array of nodes. Each one is a node, so consisting 0 to 9, 10. So therefore, you have one Aadhaar number to store and the other one is an array of 10. So we can instantiate this in the constructor for now. So this is how you understand the data structures or data types that you need in order to derive algorithm and then program.